Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. I had a thought after I got off the video this morning and I realised it's my grandson Dylan's birthday tomorrow. He'll be 11, so I thought I'd better do Theme Thursday. Here you go. There's a bit of a better light, isn't it? Yeah, so this week's Theme Thursday is Thanksgiving, because it's Thanksgiving in the US, I believe about now. And also autumn leaves, so I'm assuming like autumn colours. And I did forget my 2 leaves. I had a couple of leaves out my craft stuff that I'd put to the side the other day because I knew that my granddaughter Evie likes to pick up leaves when we're out. And when I was tidying up some craft things, I found some little fake autumny coloured leaves, and I put them on the side for her, and now I've forgotten to bring them in now. But there you go. So I was trying to find things that I didn't put on a few weeks ago when we did something autumn related or Halloween related, or it was something to do with the same sort of colours. But I couldn't resist putting Peanut back in this outfit because I really love this outfit on him. So he's wearing a little Jojo Mama baby hat that I got for 50p in the second-hand shop, a little fox that I bought for Tristan when he was first made because I wanted to start like a foxy theme, but then ever since then I keep seeing other things and he doesn't get foxy themes. And then he's wearing little off-white socks from Next. I've got loads of those. So easy. It's nice to have coloured socks, but it's so easy just to put a neutral colour on them, isn't it, when you change them a lot, especially the boys, rather than having to find all the socks. But then on other times I do enjoy having the matching outfit, but when you do something busy like today for Theme Thursday, it starts getting a bit much when you've got several babies. So I'm quite happy to leave these on. And if you leave them on under their sleep suits, their baby grows, then you're always primed and ready to spring. You've always got some socks on, and apparently it is supposed to help keep the feet of the baby grow on the feet of the baby, but I don't know if that works or not. My babies don't tend to wriggle that much. Sorry, I couldn't resist. And then he's wearing a little top that's got like a light browny colour and ivory stripe with a grey band around the neck, and on the front in big letters it says "Cool like Daddy," because of course his daddy is very cool. That's why he's so cool. And then we've got these lovely sort of a goldy tan colour pants, which is actually off it's off a set. I can't remember whether it's got a Snoopy top that goes with it or something else. I'm trying to rack my brains now, but I know it's off a set. But it goes really well with this top. So this top was £1.50 in the after Christmas sales at Matalan earlier this year, and these will be from Georgia Asda and will be part of a set. And then you've got the little neck socks, like I said. So he's very economically attired. I do like a bargain. I do like to trawl, but it's nice now. I've just gone through all their clothes, gone through all their drawers, because it started off I wanted each baby to have their own drawer with their own outfits in. But as I'm collecting more babies, now they're having to start to share. Like, for example, I have a pile of outfits on the bed in the spare room at the moment because they don't have a drawer to live in, and they're like newborn girls. But in the newborn girls drawer, which was Scarlet's drawer, is all the sleep suits and vests and hats and socks and the general everyday things, and then anything that goes with an outfit then is on the bed at the moment looking for something for me to put them in. I really need another set of drawers. I've stopped buying shoes and things like that, and I've got rid of a load of them that had got old and a bit tatty, or Abby used to have a few pairs of boots, like furry boots, and in the sort of year or so since I made her, I can't remember, it was last January or the January before, I think it was January before I made her, they'd sort of faded, some of the furry bits, like she had this beautiful pair of all white, the mock Ugg boots, and they look lovely with anything, but then they'd started to go a bit yellowy and a bit grubby looking just around the edges where they'd been in and out the drawer, and the fur was flattening down and that kind of thing. I need to have an overhaul of my spare room again, because it's getting that it's used for more and more things. It started that it was used for 2 wardrobes are down the end to save space in our bedroom for us, so our wardrobes are down the end. And then it was, I had a dolly wardrobe in there, which was a little bit shorter in height than the one I've got now. And then it had a cot in there and different things, and it was laid out for a nursery. And then I didn't really do anything with the dolls that I had, though. They just sat around. So I decided that I would turn it into a craft room. So I got rid of the cot. It was an old one, you couldn't use it for a child. It had been basically put together strong enough for me to put dolls in and out of, but it was very old, and it only cost me £6 in a second-hand shop, and basically it wouldn't have met regulations today or anything like that, so that basically went down the tip. Gave all the bedding and everything to my daughter-in-law for Evie, because she was a baby at the time, and sold my pram and made it into a craft studio, a craft room. And then the dolly part was, because I had like probably 2 or 3 dolls. Madison was sat in her chair in the living room, and then I had an Ariella and Gracie that my granddaughter's got now, that were for my shop. And there was another one, and I've forgotten what it was, but I gave that away. And they were just put away basically, and then I got them out when I wanted them. Sometimes I'd sit them around, like I'd put one in my pram and then one would be on the chair, and then you wouldn't really, I wouldn't really get them out very much, so I didn't really use it. And then I decided then that, like I say, I'd turn it into a craft room, which was brilliant. And then I decided then that one side of the room, because I was fed up of struggling to pack parcels for when I used to have the shop, we turned one side of the room into drawers underneath, and then the worktop area where the printer and that is was my packing area, sorting out orders, printing off things, that kind of thing, and that worked. And then when I closed the shop down and retired, then I decided then just to use the space as crafts. But what was happening was that as the grandchildren were staying and getting older and older, the fold-up bed that we used to put on the floor in the middle of the room was starting to get like, oh, Nan, it's digging in me now, and things like that. And Tegan, she hasn't stayed so much this year, but she used to stay an awful lot, more than she has this year. And so I got a single bed, and I thought that's fine, because I'm going to get properly into the reborns now, and I'm going to the babies can sit on the bed. Like there was 3 of them then, and because I'd got Madison, and I'd done the 2 toddlers by then, and then I got my Noah and that kind of thing, so I had a few babies on there. And then the other side, where I had done all my packing and that kind of thing, would be an area that I would use for doing my crafts, and then underneath I would store all my baby clothes and some craft stuff. And what's happened now is, the more babies I've got, the more the craft stuff has been whittled down to all sorts of odd places and the sewing stuff has as well, and the babies have taken over everything, which is fine, because I do less sewing and things like that now. I absolutely love sewing, but it's not very good when you've got arthritis in your back. You can only do an hour or so at a time, and then you might pay for it for 3 days. But I do the paper crafts and things like that. But the room is getting really like cramped, and I'm feeling a bit like shut in when I'm in there now. So I need to like have a bit of a tidy and a bit of sort out. So I did all the baby's drawers earlier on in the week, and got about a black bag full of stuff to go to the charity shop. So that's made more room. And from now on, I think that I'll just stick to things like, like pick out nice outfits, something that I really, really want, or seasonal things. Like after Christmas is over now, I'll probably buy a load of seasonal Christmas things in the sales and put them away for next Christmas, and so that I've got plenty of things to change them over the Christmas holidays and that kind of thing. And I'll just do things like that, but I'm going to cut down what I actually spend on clothes. I can hear hubby clapping already and jumping up and down, but I'm going to cut down what I spend on clothes, and when I get them something more, look out for something special, or instead of browsing online on next clearance, I might wait till I go out somewhere and I'll see something, and then I can, I might, but I just change the way I've been buying really. And I think I'll start I'm trying to work back into knitting, but it makes my arms ache at the moment because I haven't done anything very much that way for a long time. So I want to build that back up again. So you will be seeing hopefully some more knitted things on them as the months go by as well. So I just want to change it around a bit and have a bit of a change. So I think that'd be quite interesting. I hope you all enjoyed the showing you the little notebooky thing I made earlier. I just thought it might be nice to show you something different. I'm fully ensconced into paper crafts at the moment for Christmas, and some things for handmade presents and this kind of thing. So up to my eyes in paper, making a mess nicely in the back room. Anyway, to carry on with the babies now. So there's little Peanut looking absolutely gorgeous. I do love this baby so much. He's wonderful. I don't know what describing word to use, but he's just a little sweetie. And I'm still amazed at the difference in him from being a girl. If you look back through my videos, you can see him as a girl. He was Caris, and now he looks totally different as a boy. And it's just a change of colours and style of clothes. And he does have a different body on as well, mind. I've given him a nice little chuchy body so that he's got that little barrel belly and all the rest of it. I just like it. I just think it looks cute. But that's him, and I'm miles away. Oh, it's just telling me the maximum file is reached. It's going to start a new video, so that's fine. I wonder what we're saying then for a minute coming up. So I've got Scarlet. I was going to put the outfit on her that I liked, that I put on her last time for autumn. We had our autumn theme, but I don't know what I've done with it. I can't find it anyway. It's a little dress and tights and things. It's really cute, and it's got like a little sort of pastel-y autumn colours on the dress, like a corduroy pinafore, and it's really lovely. And I'm sure I used that last time, but it's probably fine. It's in the wardrobe, and I've got so many dresses and things hanging up in there. It's probably pinched between two hangers and I can't see it. So I just grabbed this orangey. It looks brighter on the screen, but it's more of a burnt orange. It's really nice. And where did I get that from? That was in a sale, that was, and I really liked it. But washerwoman headband is from eBay. It costs about £2. These are from Matalan, size newborn, and they are lovely. They are a little bow on the ankle I really like, and they cost me £2. Little socks from a pack from Next, and this there won't be a label handy now, will there? Is from, oh, it's F&F at Tesco's, and that was in the sale, that was, and I paid about £3.50 for it, I think. I do love a sale. I like a bargain. I used to be the same with my kids. I think they would, it wasn't dressed in, oh, I really like that, let's buy it. It's like, what can I get for the money more? Rather than the thing. So she's laying there looking peacefully asleep. She's just been matted. I did put a tiny bit much on her hands, but it's given her a lovely look, like, you know, when they're little and they get dry skin. Let's see if I can zoom in. See on her hands there? It just makes it look like dry skin, like they get when they're small. So I'm quite happy to leave it and not deal with it, because she just looks sweet, doesn't she? Bless her. And there she is, beautiful as ever. She was sat on the bed, so I waiting for her turn, so I just grabbed her next. There, that's better, isn't it? Yeah, she's wearing ivory top from Next. It's got a nice sort of slightly ribby feel to it, you know, a design, a texture, so it fits nice, and it's got a bit of give in it, so it's easy for dressing her. And I really like the lettuce edge into the sleeves. Let's see if I can, I don't know if you can see it. There. Say hi. But she's got lettuce edge into the sleeves, and I think it's down the bottom as well. I'm trying to lean around the camera and not disturb her too much. I'll pan down. Oops, sorry. I'll pan down. There's a little arm on the back of your tripod, isn't there, for moving around, and I always knock it. So she's got the little the lettuce edging on there as well, which I really like. And then she's wearing leggings from Matalan that I bought recently when I bought the things that if you buy two you get one free, but they're only something like £3.50 anyway. And these are a lovely goldy mustardy colour with lots of plants and flowers and leaves and all sorts of things all over them. And then her socks are those ones that her and Madison always wear, that you get in a pack of 5 from Georgia Asda for about £3, I think, something like that, £3.50. So there she is, looking adorable. I always tend to turn this thing the wrong way whenever I go to tighten it up. There you are. I hope I'm not jiggling you around too much. There you go. It's carry on moving on its own then, setting itself down. But she looks really sweet. I still like the fact that it probably doesn't make sense to anybody else, but if you look at her eyes, let's zoom you in. There you go. That's just my driving skills, that was. If you look at what would be your left side, the eye is gorgeous and the pupil is right in the right place. And if you look at the one on our right, on this, where's my hand, this side, the pupil isn't perfectly round. And I couldn't actually move the eye up anymore to make it look like the same place because you would add white at the bottom. But I quite like it that she's got something different and unique because, you know, they're hand-blown glass eyes from Germany, so they're Lauscher glass eyes. So I quite like that because I'm into handmade stuff. I quite like the little quirky differences and things like that. So there she goes. And sometimes if you capture the wrong angle, she looks like she's looking at you like starry-eyed, like, oh, you just frightened me. But I still like it. I don't think I'll ever change it. If it ever starts to bother me, I'll just pop some new ones in. But I quite like it. I like it that it's quirky. So there's Narnia. And now I'll bring up, I think I'll do Abby next. She's sat on the floor looking at me. There she is. The light is changing now. It's only, what is it, 3 o'clock on the dot, and by 4 o'clock it's going to be dark, 4 o'clock or so, but the light is changing already, so I'll just be able to get this in before it gets too dark. But Abby's wearing a cotton blouse and that's got little rust. It's like it's almost like a mock linen. It looks linen-y to look at, but it's not. It's a very soft cotton. And it's got these little little leaves all over there. So I thought that would go really good, like autumn leaves. And then this is a lovely rusty brown colour. And then underneath there, she's got sage green shorts, corduroy shorts. That very soft, fine, you know, the needle cord, baby cord, whatever you want to call it. And they're all from La Redoute. And they were actually bought in the sale. I bought them. I say it all the time, don't I? But it's true. I bought them just after I'd made her, or while I was making her last year, and they were in the sale. And then she's got tights that I can't remember where they come from. I'm sure they belong to an outfit. I don't think I bought them individually because I rarely buy tights, so they usually come with something. And then she's got her little... they call them high tops now, don't they? I would call them baseball boots. But I really like these because I like these sort of vintage pinks. And then they've got the lace around the top. And I bought them in Tesco's over a year ago and they were about £5, I think. And they're nice with a lot of things. They always look nice on her. Oops. There you go, just tighten it up a little bit. So there she is. She looks really sweet in that outfit. She can wear most colours, can't she? She really looks nice in pink. I always like her in pink, especially pale pink. But she can pretty much wear anything, blue, yellow, anything. Anything suits her. She can take most colours, which is really nice. You'd think yellow would take the colour out of her face with the strawberry blonde hair, wouldn't you? But it doesn't. It looks really nice. So next up now is Jameson, who's just about in there for Theme Thursday with his outfit. gorgeous is he? Look at that hair. Look at the girls. Put it down a bit so don't distract you with the girls. Yeah, he's wearing a goldy yellow top with mock, you know, in like a t-shirt with a top underneath, so it looks like it's got mock 2 sleeves, which is in navy and like a goldy yellow, and then on the front in navy it says always be a dinosaur and rah underneath. Navy joggers, and then lovely thick warm mustardy colour socks, so which actually look more gold on there. He looks more yellowy than the outfit actually is, but he looks really sweet, doesn't he? So we'll go out with that gorgeous little man now, and if you've lasted this long, well done, because there might be a little surprise on the end that you've been waiting to see. I've actually finally managed to get it organised and collecting photos and things like that, so I shall add that on to the end in a moment. So thank you everybody for watching. I hope you enjoyed seeing the babies today, and we shall be back soon. So take care everyone. Bye for now. Lots of love.